What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video, and today, it is time that we discuss something that has been annoying me the past couple of weeks or so, for this entire year, actually. It's about the 2022 midterms. Folks, I am getting so sick of some of these people, both on the left and the right, about 2022's not a red wave year. It's gonna be a neutral year, maybe a blue wave year. It's over. I am sick and tired of this crap. So today, folks, we're going to be going over history. We're going to go over the current status of everything and to show you, yes, 2022 is going to be a red wave year, just like history predicts. Now, before I forget, of course, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, of course, go follow that mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. And, yeah. Also, join the channel just for 10 cents a day. If you click that join button down below, you get a good feeling in your heart knowing, hey, I'm supporting real American politics. Alright, enough shilling for all that crap. Let's get into it. So, many people are dooming or claiming that 2022 is going to be a blue wave year somehow. Bullshit. Total bull. So let's start with the elephant in the room, the whole Roe versus Wade nonsense. So let's look at, the Roe versus Wade argument, that how the Roe versus Wade decision, or Dobbs v. Jackson, is somehow going to hurt Republicans this fall. So let's look at it. So currently Republicans, according to 527, has around a 1.8% lead in the generic ballot, according to 527. Alright? So, what was it beforehand? Let's see here. Let's go back to, I think it was 24th. Yes, the 24th. Republicans had a 2.3 point lead. So, in a matter of a month, less than a month, the Republican lead, according to 527, has shrunk by a half point. That's it. Plus, we have primary data after this decision that shows it's not having an effect whatsoever. In fact, it may be energizing Republicans this fall. Plus, with the current gun decision, that's helping Republicans as well. This idea that somehow the Dobbs decision is going to be the number one issue is nonsense. So, as you can see, Republicans currently have basically a 2-point lead in the House, but this is misleading. This is the issue with 527. I've looked back at it. They used to have a semi-decent model. They had a good, structure to it. Essentially, what has happened is they've been accepting more and more of these garbage polls, right? Like, for example, look at this. Morning Compost. They had a poll of 2,000 registered voters. This is the problem with these registered voter and adult polls. It's after June 1st. If it was before June 1st, fine. But it's after June 1st, and they're inflating the frickin' poll. And when you account for only likely voter polls, as of right now, Republicans have around a 4.5 point lead in the generic ballot. In June 24th, the generic lead was 4.4. So actually, things have actually improved for Republicans when you look only at likely voter polls since the Dobbs decision. Plus, we have primary data. Look, primary data isn't everything, but look at North Carolina. The Republican turnout was absurd. Look at Pennsylvania, same deal. Those are closed states, closed primary states. Plus, we had a couple primaries after the Dobbs decision. So when you account for everything, Republican turnout looks pretty damn good, alright? So this idea that somehow it's going to supercharge young Democrat voters, total nonsense. But the polls are showing abortion surging as a key issue. It's not. It's a temporary blip that's going to, go away in 5 seconds. Plus, it's only up to like 7%, I think it is. You know what's been the number one issue? This. Inflation. This is the CPI. Again, The CPI has changed their freaking calculations, right? They've changed it to make it seem like inflation isn't so bad. Again, go look at the old inflation formula, CPI formula. But look at this. Even then, it's showing inflation has gone up 9% in 1 year in the month of June. 9%. You have to go all the way back to 1981 for something to be anywhere close to this. Think about that. The economy's falling apart. Inflation is breaking record highs in 40 years. It continues to get worse. Look, when the economy is good, people vote on social issues. When the economy is falling apart, they vote purely on economics, and they blame the party in power. That's what has always happened. Alright, this nonsense that the economy's falling apart, I lost my job, my house is about to go over-under, everything's falling apart, but I'm gonna vote Democrat because Republicans may take away a woman's right to choose an abortion. Bullshit. Total nonsense. So there is that. But also, let's look at history. So before 2006, alright, I would say wave years were kind of hit or miss. But since 2006, for midterms, we have a clear and constant trend. The party in power gets slapped in the midterms. So 2006, Republicans lost the House, lost 30 House seats, got crushed in the generic ballot by 8. Alright? And this was kind of a tamed midterm year. This was an underperformance by Democrats. This should have been a significantly bigger wave year. Really wasn't. 2010, the famous 2010. Republicans slapped the Democrats, right? And you're noticing some patterns. The economy in 2010 was garbage. People voted purely off of how bad the economy was. Republicans gained 63 House seats. I'm not going to say they're going to gain 63, but even then, very similar circumstances. Plus, you look at the generic ballot, it's eerily similar to where it was in 2010. 2014, the only reason this wasn't a bigger red wave year was Republicans already had a huge House majority. They just added on to it. You can keep going, all right? 2018, when the economy was booming, all right? Republicans got slapped in the House for multiple reasons. Healthcare. Healthcare is the reason Republicans lost the House. Plus, incumbency. Incumbency in all these races used to matter. It doesn't anymore. This is the biggest reason I think you're going to see a lot more House flips than expected. Incumbency used to be essentially everything. If you were an incumbent representative, you probably were going to win, barring a 2010 environment. But 2018, it wasn't the biggest wave year. When you really look at it, it wasn't. Sure, Democrats, had the advantage in healthcare. But the big thing was incumbents got eviscerated across the board. Absolutely destroyed. So, if incumbency did matter, Republicans probably kept the House. You can keep going and you realize Republicans have a serious opportunity at getting 250 to maybe, I'm not going to guarantee this, potentially upwards of 260 in the House. Think about that. We have history to prove this. We have polls, actual polling to prove this. We have the economic data proving this. Republicans have a serious shot at getting 260 in the House. I think they'll get 250, but it's a serious opportunity, and the idea that's not going to be a red wave here is total nonsense. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share it with friends, hit that little bell, and yes, of course, go follow that mysterious Twitter account in the description down below. And, yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.